back to the Final Shot Podcast. Today, the podcast is brought to you by Onnit. If you're not on it, get on it at onnit.com. Onnit has just about everything you could think of when it comes to being healthy. They got workout gear, supplements, food. What else they got? Coffee. Get an Elk Bar. Get some Alpha Brain. Get whatever you want at onnit.com. Use promo code TFS podcast on checkout and you will save yourself 10%. Fucking Alpha Brain. Get some. We're also brought to you by Smile Canada, Smile V Liquid. Go check them out on the Instagram, Smile Canada. Get yourself some shake and spray. As this is the fuck is it? 125 milligrams of CBD mist in a 10 milliliter bottle. And one of those old school Banaka sprays. Check out Smile Canada. We're also brought to you by Buds and Leaves. Check out Buds and Leaves for all your medical marijuana needs. Buds and Leaves is a full-service licensed dispensary in Vic West. Now, I will tell you guys, with the new marijuana laws that are coming into effect with the legalization of it, Buds and Leaves is going to be forced to shut down for a couple weeks, October 16th. So I believe October 15th will be their last day open for a couple weeks. They got to get their ducks in a row with some things. But before that, get over to Buds and Leaves, stock up on whatever you need. A Buddha stick, CBD pills, CBD spray. You can get the Smile V Liquid there. You can get yourself some fucking good old-fashioned pot too at Buds and Leaves. Check them out. We're brought to you by the Tough Canuck Beard Company. The best beard oil in the business. Is the only stuff I put in my beard. Go over to www.toughcanuck.ca and get yourself some beard oil. Put some fucking shit in that man muff and keep it healthy. Last but not least, we're brought to you by Box Runner Shoes. I left my Box Runner shoes downstairs to air out because they're starting to stank a little bit because I wear them every day and don't air them out properly because I'm an asshole. But Box Runner Shoes, they're the best boxing shoes in the business. Go over to www.boxrunner.com and pick yourself up a pair of Box Runner shoes. They're only 99 bucks, people. Not kidding. They're super lightweight, durable, breathable Box Runner shoes. All right. So before we dive into the podcast today, I'm going to go over a few things that happened on the weekend. So we had Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. I hope that you guys ate a whole fucking shitload of turkey and got sick. Because I did. But we had Simon Keane versus Dylan Carmen. They fought Saturday night. Eye of the Tiger Management in Quebec. And what upset that was, I did not see that coming, but Dylan Carmen ended up knocking out Simon Keane in the fourth round. And what was a slugfest. Those two guys went at it, and Dylan got the better of him. But Dylan looked really fucking good. He was moving. He was moving his head. He was moving his feet. He brought the fight to the inside on Simon. He beat him to the inside, but I also thought his left hook was really good in the fight, where Simon holds his right hand a little. It doesn't cover much, but he was getting inside on Simon and ended up putting him away in the fourth round. So congratulations to Dylan Carmen. Everybody knows I'm not the biggest Dylan Carmen fan on the planet, but it really shakes up the heavyweight division in Canada. Like, we got a select few guys at the top of the heap. We got Adam Braidwood, Simon Keane, Dylan Carmen, Mladen Miljas, Frankie Rill. And you know what? I'm going to throw Stanley Cermak in the mix too, because that evens it out. But I think we need to have a heavyweight tournament, and I would really like to see Adam Braidwood versus Stanley Cermak December in Edmonton. I'd like to see Frankie Rill. I don't know who his training partners are anymore. I know he's buddies with Mladen. I know I can't say if he's friends with Dylan Carmen, but I think Dylan Carmen versus Frankie Rill would be a good fight, or Frankie Rill versus Simon Keane, or Mladen Miljas versus Simon Keane, or even a rematch with Mladen and Dylan. Let's put that WBA, NABA title up against the Canadian Heavyweight Championship and see who comes out on top of that. But the heavyweight division in Canada right now is on fire, and I can't wait to see what happens with all those guys in that division. What else happened on the weekend? We had Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. Um, what a shit show. Right. The fight was good. Connor got dominated in the fight, in my opinion. I thought Khabib looked fantastic, and out of the normal business for Khabib, he was disrespectful after the fight, which, granted, it's warranted. You can't talk about a guy's dad, his religion, his country, and whatnot. But let's be real. The business got handled in the cage that night, and that should have been the end of it. But Khabib jumped out of the cage and jumped into the crowd, started a fight there. Then Khabib's guys jumped on Connor, gave him some lumps, and then there was fucking shit show, fans going at it. There's dozens of videos online of fans fighting, people getting knocked out. Now I get it. The Russians deal with business a little bit different than everybody else, and so do the Irish. They're two very strong countries. They believe in their country. They like all that stuff, and they're willing to fight for it. But let's be real. This is a professional sport, and I'm all for trash talk. I like it. I don't necessarily like it when people talk about people's parents or their mothers or fathers. I'm not a big guy on religion. I'm not a religious person, so that kind of stuff doesn't bother me so much. But there's obviously people out there that love religion, and that's their go-to, and I respect that too. I think everybody needs something to believe in, but let's maybe not make fun of mom's, dad's religion. Countries probably isn't the greatest thing, especially when you're dealing with some of these the radical countries. But it's too bad. It's a black eye on the sport. Realistically, there's no finger to be pointed at anybody because everybody's in the wrong. The way the UFC marketed the fight, the way Connor brought the shit talk, the way Khabib handled it after the fight, everybody's to blame. But maybe this will be a learning lesson for the UFC that the UFC isn't the WWE, and I'm good with shit talk. Like, call him a pussy or something like that. That's great. I don't mind that. I don't mind getting a little bit of heat behind the fight, but it sucks. It puts the UFC back years. And as many of you know, I'm not the biggest UFC fan at this point anymore, but I do like to see combat sports thrive. And this just sucks. It's a shitty situation. Now, from what I read online, Khabib could be fined up to $2 million and a 6-month suspension. The UFC probably will strip him of the title. I know the Nevada State Athletic Commission took his purse and they held it. Whether he's going to get paid or not, I have no fucking clue. As I'm recording this right now, I just finished watching Ryan Ford fight in Russia, and I don't speak Russian, so and I don't know the rules of this hand-to-hand combat, but it looked like there was no knees that were supposed to be thrown in the fight. The guy that Ryan was fighting kneed him directly in the face, and the fight was called a no contest, I think. Don't quote me. I do have the fight. I'm going to talk to Mr. Ford before I release that fight, if he wants it up or not, because I'm definitely not going to do anything that he doesn't want. But kudos to him. That guy, he'll fight anything, anytime, anywhere, any place. He brings a whole new meaning to that. So shout out to Ryan Ford. He's one of the toughest dudes on the planet. All right, he's back. He's our Canadian Cruiserweight champion, international CPBC Cruiserweight champion, and I think you're up for another title here, the CPBC National Cruiserweight Championship. That's what I read on BoxRec. I could very well be wrong. Guys, it's Gary Hocus Pocus Kopus.
Hey, how's it going?
Not bad. That's a tongue twister, Gary. Did you do that intentionally?
Nope, not at all.
Just worked out that way?
Yeah. It was the nickname was given to me, so
I like
I
it.
just kind of kept it.
You're the magic man.
Try to be. Yeah.
So the last time we talked, I tried to get you to pick a fight. We didn't really pick a fight, but we did drop a fight, and now that fight's happening.
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
So you're gonna fight Jean Pascal, one of the best that Canada's ever produced. When is the fight?
November 9th in Sydney, Nova Scotia.
You've got to be super jacked up for this fight. This is your promotion company is they're real in the promotion where this is your Rocky moment.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. It's a big chance. I'm not gonna let it go to waste.
So what is it? Could this be the last time we see you?
Uh, I hope not.
I don't. I hope not too. I like watching you fight, but
Yeah.
it's a big opportunity against a guy that came out of retirement. His last fight was against Steve Bossy. Did you watch that fight?
Yeah. Yeah. I've watched it quite a few times now, so
Now,
I'll be watching it another 1,000 times, I'm sure.
I have a very skewed opinion of that fight where I feel that Jean Pascal was just kind of toying with him a little bit.
Hmm.
Because Steve doesn't exactly have the boxing pedigree to go 8 rounds with a former world champion, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I think he was pretty strong. I think he was just playing careful about that, but yeah, I mean, the pedigree definitely wasn't there, but he definitely had strength. It looked like. I mean, I wasn't there, but yeah, that's what I seen. So
Well, Steve's a tough guy, right? Like he's been through the regional MMA scene right up into the UFC. That didn't go too well for him. Now he came over to the sport of boxing, and I'm guessing he's probably looking for those money type of fights. You know what I mean?
hmm yeah, he's definitely a tough dude.
But he definitely does hit hard. He's got some highlight reel knockouts from the UFC. But your date is with Jean Pascal. Now, does anything about Jean worry you at all?
Well, I mean, obviously he's really talented and he has power and stuff. Definitely been working on many different scenarios that you know should help in the fight. And yeah, I mean, that's all I can do is be as ready as possible and have the performance of my life, and things will come together.
Well, as of late, you've been kind of on a roll. You've been winning belts all over the place. I would guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm definitely stepping it up for this training camp and stuff. Um, I'm done work now. I got like 6 weeks off, so yeah, I'm definitely training twice a day kind of thing, and hitting some weights, which I never have done.
Wow.
Not since I was a teenager, and they were light weights and stuff. But yeah, I've always stayed away from the weights and stuff. But I got on a weight program and stuff to add to my training and have the recovery time and with not working and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely a totally different training camp that I haven't done this intensive work for a lot of years. So
Could this be the first time that we see Gary Kopus come into a fight with a six pack?
I don't know. I don't plan on it. Um, I gotta rep the dad bod. Been doing well with it, so um, I am. I'm not the best with the dieting. When I'm dieting, I don't feel as energized and stuff. I mean, I'm eating better for sure, but you might see a little one. Nothing, uh, nothing major. I mean, I like to keep the weight on too, because I mean, sitting at 200, I'd rather have some weight behind my punches and stuff. But yeah, I'm not planning on having a six pack or
So,
so.
as of late,
I like the Roy Nelson kind of look. It, it's hard to get through the belly.
yeah, as of late, your name has come up on the podcast a lot. Where in regards to like a lot of people judge fighters on their bodies, and I think you're a perfect example because you're like the ultimate sleeper. You're like a mild mannered dude. When you take a look at you, you're probably, oh, that guy's probably, no, I could probably take him. And then Gary walks in and stomps your head in.
Um, well, I mean, yeah, I definitely don't look it. I mean, I've definitely had that comment a lot. Even, within the city, within, meeting new people and stuff, and they'll straight out tell me like, really? Like, I just don't believe that I, you know, can can fight kind of deal. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely shocking to some. Um, but yeah, I guess that's, I mean, it's good in a way, I guess.
In a way, it is. Yeah, they take a look at you. Maybe, oh, I'm not going to train so hard for this guy. It might be a cakewalk, but it's not.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean, that would that's probably happened. But
Probably.
I mean, I've been around long enough. I think well, pretty much everybody that I've been in the ring with, they know of me for sure. I mean, that's how I've gotten most of my fights, I guess.
The last time we talked, I also did bring up Box Rec, where I got about a 500,000 messages from you. You're angry with the ratings. They had you rated as
Oh,
6 when you're definitely you got to be up in at least the top 3.
yeah, well, I mean, at one point I was, and then, other guys passed me and stuff, which whatever, but they passed me fighting, you know, really um, guys that aren't aren't at that level or close to it, I guess. I mean, they jumped past me for fighting guys that definitely weren't at the same caliber as me or themselves. But yeah, I think it has a lot to. I think box rec has a lot to do with management and once certain people got different managers or whatever, they just miraculously jumped up on the box rec. But whatever, it's not a big deal. It's just numbers, right? So I mean, it sucks, but it's also um, motivation to pass them. So
If we had Lino Santoro on the show right now, he would have interrupted everybody and said that those guys that you're talking about are shit cans.
yeah, yeah, that guy's hilarious. Yeah.
I get a lot of heat from having him on the show, Gary, but it definitely drums up some interest every once in a while. Sometimes the show gets stale and you got to throw a lunatic in.
Yeah, he definitely has his opinion on everything.
Yeah.
That's for
Well, I was very excited when they announced that you were going to fight Jean Pascal. Your management team sent me a message, which was really nice, and said thank you for talking about it. But there's not much of a bigger fight in the cruiserweight division than we could have right now than you versus Pascal.
yeah, it's pretty awesome. Like when we last talked, I didn't mention it to you because I didn't want to bring it up, and my management, was been working on it for a couple months, kind of deal. So I didn't want to jinx it, and I didn't want to, say something that's not even true yet at the time. So yeah, it's funny that you brought it up because yeah, it was definitely in the works, and they were just working on finalizing stuff. So it's kind of cool that you brought it up, and
Well,
let's try.
you hear the odd rumor going around like who the fuck is Gary going to fight next? He's fought everybody else. Now there's a big name that came back that just came into the cruiserweight division, so fuck it, why not fight him?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's definitely you know, yeah, it doesn't get any bigger than that. So I'm definitely up for the challenge and willing, well, wanting to, make a big splash by, turning a lot of heads and doing the unexpected.
What
Because obviously I'm way underdog, and well, like I said, it's like a Rocky story, right?
yeah.
So
What
Rocky,
Gary's trying to say is he's ready to fuck shit up.
yeah, pretty much,
uh,
pretty
I
much, yeah.
I think the marketing behind the fight is kind of interesting. The way they went with that Rocky route, it's kind of true.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. At first I was like, I don't know how comfortable I am with that marketing strategy. It was even before Jean Pascal, but it but when this came about, it definitely made sense. I'm definitely comfortable with it because like it really is a Rocky story. He could have said beat it kind of thing, and he didn't have to give me this fight. His promotion company, gym and stuff, they they didn't have like they didn't have to fight me or whatever, and yeah, I mean it's the it's a chance of a lifetime to prove myself against the best. So I'm definitely not taking it for granted, and I'm working hard to have my best performance.
The fun part about this fight is it's going to be fought on neutral soil.
Yeah, yeah. Um, honestly, well, I mean, yeah, it's kind of cool that. Well, I would love to have it obviously here more or Western Canada even. It sucks that a lot of people that would have came can't just because of how far it is and stuff, cost wise and all that. But yeah, having it out there definitely be a cool experience. Fighting out there, there's a lot of crazy fans. I think I made a few last couple times I was out there, and yeah, it's a good fight environment, and um, yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think 12 rounds. I honestly don't think it's gonna see the judges, but who knows? Might.
So, what title is this one for? Is this for the international title that you hold, or is this a new title?
It's actually I'm actually defending my Canadian title.
Oh,
Um,
okay. It says
yeah,
national title on the thing, so I was confused.
yeah, yeah. It's just I'm defending the Canadian title.
Okay.
Just yeah, and just that belt only. There was some other belts in the works, but it didn't go through. So just yeah, I'm defending the Canadian title, and yeah,
They didn't want to do the international title along with it.
I could have, but I mean, it there was no added bonus or anything for it to add it. So I just thought I'll just defend my Canadian title since I finally have a chance to defend it. I haven't had one officially yet
Oh,
since winning it.
you haven't defended that title yet.
No, I haven't defended it.
Oh.
Because yeah, like I mean, there was definitely people that said they wanted to fight me and stuff, but it just didn't go through, or for well many reasons, but we won't go there. But yeah, so I haven't had a official fight to defend it. So now I had to have the chance, so I'm gonna do it.
I like that all Canadian matchup. The Canadian title is going to get defended. I know Markel Wedderburn, he wanted a shot at your title, but fuck, I don't think he's getting that anytime soon.
I think he has to win a fight. Well, I mean, really, it's, I mean, it's definitely, I know he had a good kickboxing career, but it's definitely a different sport. You know, it's like MMA. If I was to go into MMA, I'd get my ass whooped, and right quick.
Yeah.
Just like it's just, I mean, he has decent skills, I'm sure. I've never actually sat down and watched a fight, but I know whenever he fights anybody good, he's definitely not a competition for him. So
Yeah, it is what it is. I just thought it was funny.
yeah, okay.
So you got the big fight coming up. Are you going to change anything? Are you going to go to a different camp for a little while? Are you going to bring in some guys? What are you going to do here?
um, yeah. Well, like I said, I'm not working. I training, twice a day, a lot of days. And then on the 18th, we're going to be going to Vegas and doing training camp there, and kind of staying there till we leave for Nova Scotia.
Oh shit! Good
So
for
yeah,
you. That'll be fun.
yeah, should be good. Cool experience.
All right.
And yeah, just So I'm, at home now till then. I'm, giving her here, getting in better shape, and get some different sparring down there, obviously. Um, yeah,
I,
and then
when I was at KO Boxing the last event, I did make a new friend there. His name is Chad Selkirk from Black Star Boxing. I like that guy. I call him Blackbeard. He's cool.
yeah, yeah, you guys remind me of each other. Big beard, same body frame. Yeah, he's actually gonna be my cut man for this fight.
Oh
I
wow.
was yeah, he was my old coach
Yeah.
back in the day. So yeah, he's gonna be my cut man for this fight. So he'll be out there with us.
Him and Johnny Devison, they've invited me to go up to Black Star Boxing and get in some rounds with a gentleman named Stu.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. He's
you know him?
oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We spar quite often. Yeah, he's an awesome boxer. Can't wait to see him move up the ranks quick. He's having a tough time getting fights right now.
Yeah,
A
that's
good
what he
reason,
told me.
because he's gonna, whoever he goes against, he's gonna whoop ass. So he really is. He's really talented. So
Well, I'm excited to go up there, but I also told them that when I showed up there, I'd throw you in my trunk and bring you with me.
um, well, yeah, I'd probably have to try and fight it. I don't want to go to Switzerland. um, yeah. So I
Uh,
mean, I've been there. Nice little town, but
no, it's a shithole, Gary. Don't lie.
okay, fine. It's a shithole.
No, I would be coming to Saskatoon. I'm not bringing them down here.
Oh, okay. Good
I
call.
would just drive to your house, throw you in the back of my truck, and then we'd go to Black Star. That'd be the end of it.
Oh, okay, okay. That's what you meant.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I train there once in a while. I mean, I'll go spar with Chad. He comes to my gym also.
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he's fun to spar.
I did meet the old fella Johnny, and what a character he is. When we were at weigh-ins, I seen him, and he was wearing a full blue Adidas tracksuit, and he's like 86. He's old. He reminded me of Mickey from the Rocky movies. I was like, this fucking guy is awesome. He's wearing a full Adidas tracksuit. My
Right.
wife bought me Adidas track pants for my birthday. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go get the matching jacket. And she says, fuck that, York. I won't go out in public with you if you wear that.
Yeah, Johnny's kind of a pimp for sure.
I like that
Yeah,
guy. He's funny.
yeah, yeah. He's definitely brought a lot of laughs and a lot of knowledge to the game over the years. I've known him since I was 13, so
Oh, wow.
yeah, awesome guy.
Now, this fight in Nova Scotia, are we going to be able to watch this on a pay per view, live stream kind of thing? What the heck's going on?
Yeah, it's gonna be yeah, I just seen the confirmation of it today. Actually, I don't know the exact details. It's gonna be out like within the next 48 hours. Or so. It's gonna be online live stream kind of pay-per-view kind of deal, and it might. I don't want to say for sure, but yeah, it's gonna be on a TV channel possibly. But long story short, it's going to be on internet for sure. So be easily accessed. So
There's going to be some way I can watch this thing because they didn't want to bring it to
oh yeah,
Saskatoon so I could show up in person and hoot and holler and be an idiot.
yeah, yeah. No, it'll definitely be a pay per view online kind of thing going on.
Perfect.
So
So, what is the
yeah.
vibe around where you are right now? Are people excited for you? Are they wishing you wouldn't do it? Like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of people are excited and happy for me to finally get a big fight like this. It doesn't come along every day, and it's something kind of history in the making for Saskatchewan. Like it's definitely the biggest pro fight. That's probably my international fight was winning the international title was probably biggest fight that I know of anyway. So I mean, this is definitely a step up and a big accomplishment to get this fight. And yeah, I know. I mean, people have always treated me pretty good overall. I mean, um, yeah, it's cool, closer to it, and people at work and stuff definitely treating me a little different, I guess. I mean, not that I get treated bad or anything, but yeah, there's definitely, hearing about my name a little more than they did before or whatever, and it's just kind of a really cool experience.
Well, if people want to go to BoxRec and look up Jean Pascal, he's been in the ring with some of the best boxers on the planet and done well.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Like
yeah, like
we're talking Bernard Hopkins, guys like he fought Bernard Hopkins twice, once to a draw. Like,
yeah,
it's a real
yeah,
guy.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. It doesn't get bigger than that, so it's really cool to be able to fight him. So
Like, he
yeah,
was in there with Sergey Kovalev too. Jesus.
yeah. I think was it twice,
Two
maybe.
times, two times he fought him. Elder Alvarez. Like I could go on with names all day that this guy's fought, and now we've got
Yeah,
Saskatchewan homegrown boy Gary Kopus going to go whoop his ass. I love that.
yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm definitely thankful for the opportunity. I mean, there's a lot of people that made it happen. Obviously, my management and his management, and definitely took a lot of work to get as far as it has. And I mean, there's still more to go, but definitely excited to be part of it, and definitely can't wait to show my best performance. So
So after you did my show last time, you went on another podcast. I believe it's called Fighters, Coaches, and Fathers.
yeah,
Who is
they're
that guy? He looks like a nice guy. I want to talk to him.
uh, he's his name's Jeff. Um, he's he's affiliated with my coach's new promotion or stuff that he works with, MFC,
Okay.
MMA, right? So when I fought here in Saskatoon, it was the first MFC in Saskatoon. Um, but yeah, he interviews a lot of MMA guys, a lot of coaches and stuff. Well, like in the title,
Yeah.
coaches, and yeah, I'm going to be doing a podcast with him this week too. So
Oh
yeah,
shit.
maybe we can get you guys together.
Yeah, I'd love to have him on the show or go on his show or something. I like that kind of stuff. He seems like a nice guy. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, he definitely got I well on his podcast, same thing with the MMA world. He knows a lot of the big coaches and fighters affiliated with MMA, so it's pretty cool.
So we had some big fights over the weekend. We'll go to the boxing one second because we can address this Conor McGregor nonsense first if you watched it or not. I didn't watch it, but
Yeah,
I seen some
yeah,
highlights. But what a bunch of crazy shit that was.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I watched it with my team and stuff at Boston Pizza. So yeah, it was it was definitely a mess. I mean, I honestly, I don't know. I don't blame him. Not Conor McGregor, but
Khabib.
yeah, yeah, I don't blame him for his actions. Like from what Conor McGregor has done to him in the past and stuff is definitely built up, and he let it out for sure. So
Yeah, like
I mean,
the closest thing I could think in boxing that could have even come close to that was probably the Fan Man incident.
fan man. Well, what about Tyson fighting Vander's ear?
That's true too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a pretty good one. I remember watching that in Winnipeg.
I remember
Yeah,
watching that when I was a young kid at that point. I think he might be 4 years older than me. What are you, 39?
yeah,
Yeah, 4 years older than me. But I was like, oh my god, he just bit his fucking ear off.
yeah, yeah. It was pretty. It was a big shock, that's for sure.
I've never seen nothing like that in my life. Like literally, I've seen it in movies. Like somebody bites like the. I'm surprised he didn't swallow it. The crazy bastard.
Yeah, yeah. He's it's definitely different,
Yeah.
different way.
So the only thing I didn't really like, I didn't know who Khabib was jumping out of the cage at after until I read it. It was obviously one of Connor's teammates that was out there. But
Yeah.
the only issue I took with it was you just beat the guy up that said all the stuff. So why are we going to go beat up this guy over here? And then why is your team jumping in and sucker punch? I didn't understand it.
Um. well, from what I read also, like after, so the guy that was outside the cage, he was like one of his coaches or something, and I guess he was attacking his religion or dad or something, in the media. So that's where, got to draw the line when, you're attacking somebody's religion and family, especially, I that's kind of the point where I don't blame him. And I mean, Connor's gotten away with so much shit, so it's like
Yeah.
just adding to the show.
Well, I know that you don't play into like the pre-fight trash talk or the hype up and stuff like that. Boxing, unless your name is Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder or somebody like that, or that gentleman's father that likes to drop the N word at press conferences. I can't remember his name now. But you take the other road where you just go in, take care of business, keep your mouth shut, and we keep on rolling.
Yeah, I'm not a very outgoing person when it comes to that stuff. I mean, I try to do my talking in the ring. Um, I mean, it's not gonna, there's nothing I can say that's gonna change. You can, at this level, I don't. Well, I believe like there's nothing a guy's gonna say to me that's gonna make me scared or or make me do stupid shit because of stuff the other person says. Like maybe if it was my first couple fights or something, or, back as an amateur even, but even then, once you have a few fights in and, what matters is what you do in the ring, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been, never been that person to be able to badmouth people unless they give you a good reason is the way I see it, Fight's a fight once the bell rings, but, beforehand, I mean, talking bad about somebody you don't even really know, it
Yeah.
just doesn't make sense to me.
Now, have you ever had a guy like nitpick at you at all?
Um, not really. I mean, a little stuff like in the gym, I guess, but like not an actual like fight.
Never an
Um,
opponent never said like Gary, you suck. I'm gonna punch you out.
no,
Really?
not officially, like not publicly or whatever. I don't know,
Wow.
like nothing major like that, I guess. Jokingly, I'm sure, like,
Yeah.
um, yeah, there's definitely, especially even in the amateurs, guys like Chad Brisson. Like I've over the years, I fought him like 4 or 5 times, and we were always actually our coaches were really good friends, and we grew up together, and we did training camps and everything together, and then um, you know, we'd always beat each other and stuff, and we fought, but once the bell rings, we would have toe to toe bloodbaths, like head to toe in blood, and then after we're friends. So yeah, good times. That's that's the way we grew up. You know, once the
Gary, you
bell
might
rings.
be just too nice. That maybe that's the problem. Every time I talk to someone and I bring your name, I'm like, oh yeah, I talked to Gary Kopus the other. They're like, he's the nicest fucking guy of all time. I was like, yeah, no shit.
Well, I don't know if I go that far, but I try to be a good person. but
Yeah, everybody's got a skeleton or two in the closet.
oh yeah, I got a few. Just try and hide them a bit.
The other fight I wanted to talk to you about, there was a heavyweight title fight that happened in Quebec. Eye of the Tiger Management. Simon Keane versus Dylan Carmen. Dylan Carmen ended up knocking Simon out in the fourth round.
Yeah, I seen that. That was really surprising. I mean, obviously not for him. He was, he has looking at his record, he has like what 13 knockouts out of his 14 wins. So
Yeah.
it's either knocking you out or losing, right? So he got the knockout. So that was really cool. I know he shocked a lot of people out there. That's for sure. Coming from Quebec, they definitely probably thought it was going to be an easier fight, and definitely didn't end up that way.
I'm not the biggest Dylan Carmen fan. Him and I have a little bit of a history with some shit talk and whatnot. Realistically, I don't hate him as a person or anything like that, but he did make me laugh when he was on the TV show Big Brother because he got up to
Yeah.
like 350 pounds. Now, I've called Gary Kopus the ultimate sleeper in boxing, but Dylan Carmen now, he might be the ultimate sleeper because he came out of the Big Brother house so big. And then Milana Miljas, our Canadian NCC heavyweight champion, he knocked Dylan out for the title. And then Dylan comes back and just flatlined Simon Keane for an WBA NABA title. What an amazing thing.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely styles make fights, that's for sure. Like that's living proof of it. Um, you know, I I doubt that rematch is gonna happen. You know, if I was Dylan Carmen, I wouldn't do it for well, for for what it is. I mean, he can move on to other stuff and have a better chance, I would think. But yeah, like he definitely throws the bombs and his fights are definitely exciting. Um, I know like when they fought with Eric there and stuff, both of those guys just bombs away the whole time and
Yeah.
definitely entertaining for sure.
Well, I liked the that Dylan won because it really mixes up the heavyweight division in Canada because we've got four guys basically at the top, maybe five, including Frankie Rill. He's a talented heavyweight too. But we got Dylan Carmen, Mulata Miljas, Simon Keane, Adam Braidwood, and we'll throw Frankie Rill in there too, just because I like him and he's good. But they're two top five guys in Canada, and they're all fantastic. I think we need a heavyweight tournament or something.
It's cool that there's so many heavyweights, making a splash right now, and yeah, just having the heavyweight matchups on a constant basis is really cool because haven't really had that in the past, overall like across the country kind of thing. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
The cruiserweight division right now could be a little bit interesting too. There's some good guys in there.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Uh,
What's his name? Devin Tomko. He's pretty good.
he fought in Saskatoon.
And then there's
Um,
the other fellow that knocked out Markel. What's his name? Rawley Clemens.
yeah, he's a really good fighter for sure.
He's good.
Um, yeah, and then the two guys fighting fighting right away here in Ontario.
Who's that?
Oh, uh, uh, wow, I can't even think of his name. The one I can't even say.
Is it
They're
Boke? Is that his last name?
yeah,
Boke?
Bach,
That's a good fight. Yeah.
yeah. So that would be they're both undefeated. So that'll be interesting to see the results of that one.
You might have some challengers coming up here after this Pascal fight. Then maybe.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I had that fight lined up before, so but I don't know. We'll see what happens. um, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything till anything's final, but yeah, I mean, I had a fight lined up, signed, and you know, the guy walked away from it for other reasons, but
I think we
yeah,
talked
so
about that on the last one, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not. Whatever. I'm not worried about it anymore. If it happens, it happens. But I'm not gonna go chasing him. That's for sure.
I did see some Australia stuff that popped up before this Pascal fight was announced too.
We had a trip planned out for that, but because of this Pascal fight, we just kind of let it go, just because there's so much work and stuff involved in this fight that it would kind of interfere with the planning and training for this fight. And those are just tune-up fights, I guess you could say. Not that no fight's not important, but obviously this one is a lot. It's the big one, so just kind of push that to the side to make this happen and be more prepared for this one. And spending half the weeks on planes and traveling and stuff. So.
Yeah, it sucked. Now, realistically, with you being signed to a management company that does good work for you, they got you this fight. The likelihood of us seeing you in Canada again might be not that great. Like you could go on to to maybe undercard a top rank show or a PCB card or something like that. They could see you over in the States.
Yeah, that's a possibility for sure. Yeah, I mean, obviously one fight at a time, and I mean this is the biggest one. So I mean, I'm just worried about this fight, but yeah, like um, winning this fight could definitely open some huge doors to more big fights. So yeah, it's definitely exciting, and like I said, it's awesome to get the chance to prove myself against such a guy, you know, who he is, and you know the guys that he's been in the ring with is pretty cool.
So, who is putting on this show? Then is this your management company?
Yeah, they're definitely part of it.
Okay.
Um, I don't know names offhand, um, but yeah, they kind of bought the rights to it, or I honestly don't know the details exactly of that stuff. I mean, I just want to fight. This the guy, of course,
Send the contract. I'll show up.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the way I see it, but yeah, I don't know the full details of it, but yeah, I never looked deep into it. Doesn't matter.
You don't
I
give a
mean, I'm
shit.
thankful for it and stuff, but you know what? At, at the end of the day, exactly what you said. I gotta show up and
Yeah.
have the performance of a lifetime. That's what I gotta worry about.
So obviously Don Collette, he's probably going to be there with the Canadian title. Going to wrap that around somebody that night.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I like Don. I've been talking to see ever since I've had you on the show, Gary. I've had all these Canadian guys that got these belts and all this nonsense. They've been contacting me like, "Oh, you had Gary on. Cool, let's talk."
That's good. Yes. Yeah.
Hey, I'm not mad at it. I like new friends. Not a lot of people like me, so it's great.
You got room for some more?
I got room for tons. I got like 3 friends.
Nice. Uh, Glad I could help you find some.
That's all. I like talking to Don because he's got some interesting tidbits and facts about the Canadian boxing scene that I never knew about. Like even he past history with the NCC and the CPBC and all that kind of. It's fun to hear it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, firsthand. I mean, yeah, I don't, again, it's one of those things, I don't know the details of it. I don't really, you know, I don't want to know. I don't need to know for the most part. I mean, I got my own battles to worry about.
Yeah, I'm a nosy
And
fucker. I like to know everything.
yeah, well, yeah, that's your job.
I like to know everything that's going on at all times, everywhere. And if I don't,
Yeah,
I get upset.
yeah, it makes sense. I mean, the more you know, the more knowledge you have, the more sense you make when you talk.
It's true because I don't make a lot of sense as it is now. I just kind of ramble on and then get in
Yeah.
trouble.
Well, then you have some more facts when you do it.
Well, exactly. Like you and I have never talked before. I think I waved at you one time at a KO boxing event.
Yeah,
I
yeah, a
always
couple
shit
times.
talk you when you come on my live feeds. So fucking Gary Kopus is on here now. Great.
Yeah, yeah.
I've heard nothing but great things about you from everybody that I've ever talked to.
Oh,
So
that's good to hear.
I'm pulling for you in this fight so hard that you're probably gonna win just because I want you to so bad.
Oh, whatever, whatever works. That's awesome.
I think it's a
Definitely.
tough fight though, man. Like it's gonna be one of those. You guys are gonna be in each other's faces throwing knuckles because I always say Gary Kopus has a cow head. You punch him all day long and he look at you like you're stupid.
Well, yeah, I definitely, I've been dropped a couple times in my life, but never been knocked out, even though my record says I did my first fight or whatever, but
Yeah,
it
yeah,
definitely wasn't. Um, so yeah, I mean, definitely, yeah, definitely have a hard head, that's for sure. Um,
yeah. It's not like you don't
yeah,
get hit.
yeah, no, I definitely. I mean, I try not to as much anymore. I'm getting older.
Yeah.
It's not as fun as it used to be, but I mean, I definitely still do. That's for sure. Um, you know, working a lot on not getting hit, and the less the better. But it's definitely going to happen. So I know I can take it. I don't need to prove it, but I
One
will if
hundred
I have.
percent.
Yeah. So
So here's a question I have for you, because I'm an older fellow. I'm in the gym 3 times a day, and I get fucking sore, man. I don't know how a lot of people do it. Like, I get sore sometimes where I feel like I need to rest for like 2 days. How are you combating the age with the training time and the recovery? Is it going well for you?
um, yeah, so far so good. I mean, the whole that's why I got the time off work and stuff. Yeah, shout out to Atkins for giving me 6 weeks off of work to be able to give my best performance and pursue this. So most companies would have been like, see you later kind of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, they were awesome in that sense. Um, yeah, I mean, uh, yeah, the recovery thing. I've started doing like vitamins, and I've never really done them on a faithfully. So and recovery drinks and stuff, and the whole muscle stuff, and
Hmm.
I've never actually like done recovery drinks and stuff. Gatorade, I guess that's about it. So yeah, that's a big change.
Jesus Christ, Gary.
What?
You never done nothing. You done nothing.
No,
You,
no.
you just go to the gym, train, get punched in the face, eat eggs and steak, and you're good.
Yeah, Vietnamese food. Lots of Vietnamese. I like my pho, fresh rolls. That's my diet. But yeah, I'm definitely eating steak, and I love food. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But now you're on vitamins. You're on these protein drinks. Yeah.
yeah, just oh yeah, I got Supplement Kings.
Yep.
They hopped on board and helped me out there, and so yeah, I got all this supplement stuff to help with the recovery and stuff. So it's pretty cool, and I can definitely notice a difference. So it's helping out. So it's awesome.
They probably got you on BCAAs and glutamine and some creatine and all that nonsense, right?
Uh, sure. I don't know the names of half the stuff. I just went in and told them, what I'm looking for, and um, yeah, I mean,
They said, "Here,
they just
take this."
gave me this. Yeah, yeah. He said you're gonna need this, and try this out, and it's just mostly protein and recovery
Yeah.
stuff, electrolytes or whatever, just stuff to replace Gatorade because the sugar's so high or whatever. Um, yeah, so
I don't use a lot of supplements either. I use like fish oils, protein powder,
yeah, I think
BCAAs,
so.
glutamine, steroids. Just kidding.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have to worry about being called out for that.
No, you're good, man.
Yeah.
You're as natural as they come. But the
Yep.
one thing I did notice big that helps in recovery is BCAAs. Just branched chain
Uh,
amino acids. Usually it's a powder. It's kind of tastes kind of fruity. You can get them in different flavors. It's nice though.
yeah, I think I have something along those
Gary's
lines.
got some shit that he drinks and it's all good.
Yeah, I don't know. Look at the picture that I posted of the Supplement Kings, and you tell me what I got.
You know what?
'Cause
I'm gonna pull it
um,
up right now so I can tell everybody what Gary's taking.
I don't have a clue what they're called.
The other thing I was going to talk to you about is if you ever tried CBD oil or anything like that. I don't even know if you would know what that is.
No, definitely not.
No. Okay. Well,
I've definitely heard of it, and your buddy likes it, but I've never tried it. I just don't like dabbling into that stuff.
doesn't get you high, Gary. You'll be fine. Trust me. You're not going to make bad decisions.
Oh, really?
I think you probably have
That
made
one.
it.
I've heard that one before.
You've probably made enough bad decisions over your 39 years already.
Yeah.
Here, how deep is this post on here? Oh, here it is. Okay.
So,
Gary drinks Isoflex, which is his protein. He has BioSteel, which is an intra workout. He's got Crealkaline, so that's a creatine, I'm guessing. Vitaform, which is a multivitamin. And he's got a post shake, and then you have glutamine down there.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you have happy pills in here too. Oh no, that's omegas. You're on fish oils too, Gary. Good for you. I like that.
Yeah, I knew the fish oils for sure, but that's about it.
So shout outs to Supplements King for hooking Gary up with some good stuff.
Yeah, it was awesome stuff.
All right, Gary.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
sponsors are
give I'm
big.
gonna I'm gonna give you the floor for a couple minutes because your Facebook has been going off about every 28 seconds with all these new sponsors that are coming in, and it looks like you're getting a ton of support from a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely, it's awesome. A lot of people around the city and stuff. A lot of past sponsors that back on board, and a few new ones that have really came out and helped me out a lot for the training. And I mean, like I said, I'm off work. I'm doing these programs and stuff that I definitely haven't done in the past. I'm starting a strength and conditioning program tomorrow with a guy. So yeah, like that kind of stuff I've never done. So and to have the time to not work is pretty awesome. So yeah, it's exciting. Was I supposed to say the sponsors?
Deuce's Vodka was the first one that popped into my mind. That was great.
yeah. That's definitely a cool one for sure. They're out of Big River, I believe. Yeah, they've started growing here in Saskatchewan, so it's cool to be a part of that.
Who else you got? Deuce's Vodka was the one I remember the most. I was like, oh shit, what if he's gonna drink that right after he wins in the ring? Probably not.
Yeah, I'll probably have to write it down. I've always, well, there's quite a few now, so I mean,
Pro Exteriors.
Yeah, you got them right there. Come on, Pro Exteriors. Yeah, that's my brother-in-law. Well, Modern MMA, obviously. Classic Promotions, Electric Underground Tattoos, Tebow Welding.
You've got help.
Toots Electric. Yeah, my girlfriend's holding up one of my shirts. Yeah, so Offside Hair Zone. What else we got? This is off an old shirt, so I don't want to
Supplements King.
miss anybody. I think I'm pretty cool. Tracks footwear.
Oh yeah, that one was just today. I seen that one. I think.
Yeah. The Kalnick family. Yeah, Saskatoon Custom Powder Coat.
Jesus, Gary, you're making money, man. Dude, you're doing good.
Well, I got a lot of awesome people in my life. Really, they're really stepped up and helped me out for this. So, and in the past also. So
that's good. I'm glad that there's a lot of people. I'm glad there's a lot of people helping you because like the boxing scene in Canada it's on the rise right now. But for a long time it wasn't fantastic where guys they're making $1,000 a fight with no sponsors, but then we see guys like you getting big fights and you're getting a lot of help from the local community where you are, and I think that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I just had another one. The town of Waka. It's pretty cool.
The whole town?
Well, I know a guy and his father, Bud Penny. He's an owner of the shop there, and he just kind of went around, and he knows obviously everybody there and business owners and stuff, and he's went around and got some collections and stuff. So it's kind of a group effort.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's totally awesome. And I don't know if you've seen the post where the billboard thing. He has the fight up on the billboard that's out in front of his shop. So yeah, it's pretty cool to have a little town behind you. So
are you literally gonna put the town on your shorts or your shirt? I think that'd be awesome.
No, definitely not on my shorts. My shorts are pretty full, so can't really fit anymore on my shorts. But I'm gonna have a banner and stuff, so it'll definitely be on be on the banner. So.
Well, you're sponsored by
Yeah.
a tattoo place, Gary. We can get you a tramp stamp that says the town of Walker.
Oh, maybe, yeah. I've had worse ideas, but yeah, probably not.
All right, Gary, let's wrap this thing up. I'll let you get out of here. I know it's late. You've got a hell of a training camp to do, and you need to get some sleep. So,
Yeah,
if there's anybody else you want to thank, go ahead, do it now. And thank your girlfriend 100% for getting that shirt and saying all the sponsors.
yeah, my girlfriend Megan. Yeah, she's awesome. I mean, obviously all the sponsors and stuff. My coaches. I mean, really, this wouldn't be happening without them, because they're just being a part of the gym, and just them, all my teammates. Like, it's ridiculous how awesome the group of people are in general, and the stuff they're doing at Modern MMA is just like, I've been in Austin. I've been there for about 3-4 years or whatever it's been, and I feel the same way the day I walked in. Like, they're just awesome people overall. So just being a part of that has really helped, and just great people in my life in general. It's awesome. It's a great feeling to have. So that's all I got.
That's it. All right, don't hang up quite yet. I'll talk to you off the air for a couple seconds, but guys, that's the final shot.